Hello, my beautiful stars. Today we'll be diving into my upcoming album, My Ex's Graveyards. Okay, so, I usually never say this because I don't really care about this stuff, but, if you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. I mean, I try my best to make the best content for y'all so I'd, appreciate it, you know? I'm also watching I kind of have a video in the background, and that's why you're gonna see a lot of light changes. But um, um, no, yeah, so yeah. Anyways, let's get into the video before I start talking about random stuff, which I already did. So my script is kind of already went off script. Also as a warning, I am going off a script, like I just said. So, and I'm kind of dyslexic, and I'm probably gonna stutter, and I'm probably gonna mess up. So take that as a little bit of a warning so you don't crash out through this. Okay, so let's get started. This segment is called Not Honest. So originally, it was going to be the album was going to be 100% upbeat, revenge, not sad. But when I went into BandLab and I actually started making the beats and stuff, I was like, I like this, but one, it's not my style, and I felt like I wasn't being honest, it wasn't me, you know? And I was almost faking being this revenge filled person, and you can tell by listening to the demos that it's I was going for a more boom boom boom, very upbeat, very brat energy, Charlie XCX, lover. But I ended up changing that because it just didn't feel right, and I had to take out many, 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 many songs. And that's why I think I posted a video, I don't know if I deleted it or not, but it was a while ago. I showed the unreleased ones, and there's a lot. I think in total there's 30 something or 40 something, I don't know, but a lot. So yeah, but I felt like I was the songs didn't feel like me. It felt like I was wearing a mask of another person, And I wanted this to be truthful, and when I was writing some of them, I felt like I was telling almost a lie, which I wasn't, but I felt like it wasn't me. I know I said that 20 times, but just explaining it more. And I didn't want to pretend I was happy-go-lucky and all the time, and being a person I don't care what the world thinks. I'm just me. I don't care what the world thinks. I'm just gonna be me. Somebody's gotta put me in timeout. Put myself on a 2-minute timeout. Okay, so I think I'm good enough. Where was I? So yeah, and that's why I wrote the last track as happiness with a question mark. I'm not gonna link too much, but the question mark represents not knowing if it's happiness or not, not being sure, kind of keeping the listener on edge, Anyways, I have been consumed by Gen Alpha, and I have made a severe and continuous lapse of my judgment. I'm gonna pull out the ukulele with this one. This is why I see so many videos where we should start a podcast. Us the next day, and it's it says names was sentenced to 3 days in prison. Something was sentenced 3 years in prison. And I just find it funny because it's kind of relatable. And, you know, I did it anyways. I've said some interesting things. If I can, I'm gonna make like, I'm not sure if I have enough like data in my phone, but if I do, I'm gonna like make clips of like interesting things I've said. Okay, but let's continue on because the video is not talking about how cringe I am, even though that would be a long video. I should probably make like a compilation of like all the cringe things I've done. Should I do that? Put it in the comments below. If y'all want me to do that. It's gonna be interesting. How about I react to like my cringe videos on like TikTok on my old account? Heck yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm never gonna leak that account though, ever. That account is long gone from my digital footprint. That was an interesting time. Anyways, where was I? So this next segment is album vibes. So when I was doing this, it's very Brat by Trey X. I've said that. So Close to What by Tate McRae, Born to Die by Lana Del Rey. That rhymed. I love that. I never even noticed that. Reputation by Taylor Swift. When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go by Billie Eilish. We love Billie. We love Billie. It's like almost the vibes are like dark, almost like in a scary way, but not too scary. Sad, but not too sad. And revenge, but not too much revenge. You know, just like adds in the extra stuff like what is it called? Growing Pains. I remember making that one. Say It First. December 23rd. 3 sad ones just in a row like that. Sorry I had to say that, but like I tried to make it like a happy album, like upbeat album, but in a sad way in lyrics. Kind of like Lorde does. Like with a word I'm not sure if I can say on YouTube. I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. I haven't really read their policies. But I'm not gonna say it, but her last album, it was more sad songs, but they were upbeat, you know? They weren't like sad completely, you know? Besides David, I really love that song. I don't belong to anyone. Ooh, I made you cry 'cause it was all I knew how to do. But I don't belong to anyone. Ooh, am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again? Okay, let's get back. Going back to reality. And I would say this is like the opposite of The Night Sky. And although I love The Night Sky, it's just this one is planned better lyrically. Maybe not lyrically, but like lyrically it's better, and it was more like the track listing is better. It was just more put together in a way. It was more, you know, and for it to be more of an experiment album, it's just more put together in a way. It's not. I mean, it was inspired by a poll that I asked my friends if they wanted to do the poll. It was a kind of a poll. It was just like asking them what music genre is their favorite and like what makes them better, like makes more like attractive to the music in a way. And it showed like pop /rock /alternative, And I wouldn't say this is like alternative, but I would say it has pop with a touch of rock and electronic. I added that in there just a little bit because I wanted to. So yeah, let's put this camera a little bit closer to me. I feel like it's very far away. Okay, anyway, sorry for the background noise. The background noise is a key for my videos. Am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again? I don't belong to anyone. Wait. I don't belong to anyone. Am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again? Anyways, I think I may need to take another 2-minute break. 2-minute timeout. Anyways, basically, so yeah. Okay, now the next segment is songs. So, like, obviously, I posted this, like, 2 times before, I think, but, like, the track list is Liar, Max's Graveyards, I'll Move On, Decline, Max Friends, Battle of Me and You, I'll Be Fine, Force of My Dead Lovers, December 23rd, The Worst, and Broken Hearted, My Kind of Revenge, I Don't Understand, Say It First, I'm Doing This, Growing Pains, Our Friendship is Ending, I Don't Need You, I'm Better Off Without You, Talk to Me, It'll Be Okay, Poison Unity with the I being exclamation point, I Love You to the Moon and Back, Trust Me, I Know What Betrayal Feels Like, You Don't Care Anymore, Do I Love You, question mark, Wait, Do I Love You Anymore, question mark, Tragic Ending, last but not least, Happiness, question mark, which is my favorite one that I've made thus far, and that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot. But, okay, sorry for the background noise, I have a little sister, and she's crying, so let's just put it like that. And this track list was perfectly to represent some of my relationships. I made sure that this track list was more of a storyline rather than how On the Night Sky is just like randomized songs that like basically seems like if I put a CD into a CD player and hit the random button and just like put it as that. But yeah, that was a short segment. And the next segment is backstory. So now, believe it or not, some of these songs were made 4 years ago, which was 2021. That was an interesting era. And I have made a video about, I don't know if it's 2020 or 2021, but like they kind of go together, you know, so check that one out. I'll probably have it somewhere. I think it was actually the last one. I think it was actually the last video. Sorry, my little sister's still crying. It's actually kind of getting to me. I'm kind of going insane. She has autism, so I'll just put it like that, you know. Anyways. So some of them may not sound as perfect as, like, others, but I can say all of them are better than the unreleased song Lovely Boy. And I think I've talked about that on, like, my first or second or third podcast, like, the earlier podcast videos, but, like, y'all, the thingy fell off. I don't know how to get it back on. I'm gonna save y'all's ears. Back. I like saying I'm back as if I was gone. But for you, I wasn't, but I was actually gone. I had to fix this. I think, yeah, I've recorded a clip of it. What am I saying? And, okay, Lovely Boy we don't talk about, okay? We just don't, even though I have talked about it. And I think I actually had the lyrics of it. I think I, like, said the chorus of it a long time ago. Why did Why'd I go? Why? Bro, what is this? That's weird. Let's see. Anyways, in this relationship, this person treated me like shit, like garbage bad. And she judged everything I did, even when I was trying my best. I'm trying my best. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Very distracted. You don't wanna know. Okay, and she would curse at me, call me names. We don't really love when that happens. So, trauma and resolve. Grief. 5 stages of grief. What was it? I want to see if I can get this right. Regret? I know regret is one of them. Acceptance. Depression. What is the one where it's like, you don't believe it? I forgot what it's called. I know what it is, I just don't know what it's called. I know one is like anger / rage / I don't know what it's actually called. But the first one, it's like the first stage. Denial. Okay, let's fact check that. I'll put it up on the screen, but I'm gonna fact check it IRL right now. I was off by one. Denial, that was the one that I was struggling on at the end. Anger, I got that one right. Depression and acceptance. But then there's bargaining. Okay. I don't remember that being one of them. I really don't remember that being one of them. Anyways, let's continue on, because this is a script that I really want to end it. Not in that way. So yeah, and I got over it with this album, obviously writing things down. But anyways, now I don't want to spoil. This is the outro. Now I don't want to spoil too much. So I think that'll be all until the album is out. There's probably going to be some podcasts in between, but check out Max's Graveyards on November 9th, 2025, blah, 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 blah. And until next time, have a great day, night, afternoon, morning, dawn, postmortem, antemeridium, and life. Love y'all. Also, new information alert, We're going back to when we had weekly podcasts. So it will be like, okay, so every Thursday, and sometimes it'll be like every other Thursday, just depending. But most of the time it'll be like every Thursday. So get ready, because there's gonna be a lot more now. So yeah, I hope you guys have. Yeah, I already did the outro. I was gonna do the outro 2 times, lol.